Hello, friends. Welcome to a new program of That's English.
This is our first program of Module 5. In this unit, we've learned lots of things. For example, how to describe the person of our dreams.
Great loves. Romeo and Juliet, Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart, Sarah and Gary.
Gary, please.
Está bien, está bien. Hablemos de otra pareja, Michael y Carmen.
Ellos son los protagonistas de nuestro documental, ¿verdad?
Cierto. Ella es española y él británico. Vamos a hablar con ellos sobre las ventajas y las desventajas de una pareja formada por personas de diferentes culturas.
Before watching the documentary, we'll explain the meaning of some new words. For example, sculptor, escultor. Michael is a sculptor.
Close, en el caso que vamos a ver, tiene el sentido de unido.
Relatives, que significa familiares, relatives.
Y ahora unas preguntas para centrar vuestra atención en el documental. Tendréis que averiguar a quién corresponde cada una de las siguientes afirmaciones.
The first statement is, Spanish families are much closer together. Who says this, Michael or Carmen?
One more. I haven't found any disadvantages. Who said that, Michael or Carmen?
And who says it's easier to live in Britain than in Spain?
Y como siempre decimos, no importa que no entendáis todo. Lo importante es comprender el sentido general.
Now, listen carefully to our out and about.
These are Carmen Guijarro and Michael Snowden. She's Spanish and he's English. They got married some years ago, and since then, they've been living in Edinburgh. Carmen works as a teacher of Spanish. Michael is a sculptor. They're an example of a couple of people from different cultures.
We spoke with them and asked them what is, in their opinion, the most important difference between their two cultures.
The one that affects me most, the cultural difference that really affects me, is this indirect way of interacting even between members of the same family. I find that if you have a friend, you should be able to say what you think or what you want directly. And I find it difficult that in this country, people always use an indirect manner.
For Michael, the biggest difference is in the family.
I think Spanish families are much closer together. And from my point of view, I've been welcomed by all of Carmen's relatives.
Our next question was, what are the advantages of a couple like you?
Advantages, probably that I always have an excuse to travel, and I like traveling. So because I live in Edinburgh, in Scotland, I have to travel to England or to Spain.
Here, Michael's answer was very similar.
Well, I think from my point of view, I've met so many people from Spain, and we often go to Spain for holidays, and we've been together to Mexico.
And what are the disadvantages?
Probably the main disadvantage is that it's about the same, that I have to travel to Spain to see my family, and I haven't got much time to travel to other countries.
This time, Michael's answer was much clearer.
That's a very difficult question to answer. So far, I haven't found any. I might find some in the next 20 years.
Michael is an artist. He works as a sculptor in a small studio near his flat. He also teaches art in a local school.
Carmen is a teacher of Spanish at a college for adults. After so many years in Britain, Carmen is fully integrated in British society. But we wanted to know if she found it difficult at the beginning to integrate in a different society and a different culture.
I never found it difficult to integrate in this society. I actually found it much easier to live here than in Spain.
And what does Michael think? Does he think it was difficult for Carmen to integrate?
Not in any way. She is always friendly with all sorts of people and found it very easy.
And finally, some advice from them to all the students of That's
English. If you
English.
want to practice your English, come to Edinburgh and talk to the real people. Edinburgh is a beautiful city, and Scotland a beautiful country.
I would like to say that I hope that you are successful in learning English and will therefore come to visit Britain and especially to Scotland.
A very nice and interesting couple, don't you think, Gary?
True, Sarah. Pero veamos si nuestros compañeros han logrado averiguar a quién correspondía cada una de las frases. La primera frase era, Spanish families are much closer together. Do you remember who said that?
I think Spanish families are much closer together.
As you've just heard, it was Michael who said that Spanish families are much closer together.
When we asked about the advantages and disadvantages of a couple like them, one of them answered, I haven't found any disadvantages. Who was it?
So far, I haven't found any.
Michael was very clear. He hasn't found any disadvantages so far.
And finally, who said it's easier to live in Britain than in Spain?
I actually found it much easier to live here than in Spain.
So it was Carmen who said it's easier to live in Britain than in Spain.
¿Qué tal os ha ido con este pequeño test? Espero que bien. Porque ahora ha llegado el momento de poner en práctica lo que habéis aprendido en esta unidad con un pequeño sketch.
Prestad atención en el sketch al orden de los adjetivos delante de nombres como hair o eyes.
Ready? Then let's watch our play it again.
Okay. Thank you then. Bye.
Excuse me.
Welcome to Hearts in Love Dating Agency. Can I help you?
Yes. Well, I'm looking for a girl.
Come in. Sit down, please.
Thank you.
You would like to marry, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes.
That sounds wonderful. And the woman of your dreams, what's she like?
Oh, she must be sensitive, considerate, warm, and emotional.
I see. You are a very romantic man.
Oh, yeah. But I want someone who is intelligent, well-organized, talented, and confident. Well, not too confident. I'm a bit shy, you know.
I understand. And what does she have to look like?
I like women with red hair. My wife must have long red hair and big green eyes. And
I think I know the person you're looking for.
Oh, good.
Does she have to be rich?
Oh, that's not important. I'm a millionaire.
A millionaire?
Yes, I'm a millionaire. I have an oil company.
I think you've found the woman of your dreams.
Oh, yes? Where is she?
It's me. I've got beautiful big green eyes and beautiful long red hair.
Well, your hair looks beautiful.
I'm intelligent, well organized, talented, confident woman.
Oh, I can see that, but...
But I'm also warm and sensitive. I'm mad about millionaires. Vamos a trabajar un poco con los adjetivos que hemos escuchado en el sketch. A continuación aparecerán unos rótulos con unas frases incompletas que vosotros tendréis que completar ordenando los adjetivos que aparecen entre paréntesis.
El orden será el siguiente. Primero, los adjetivos que expresen opinión. Por ejemplo, beautiful. Segundo, los que expresen tamaño. Por ejemplo, long. Y tercero, color. Por ejemplo, green.
Después, escucharemos a los personajes diciendo la solución. ¿Lo habéis entendido? Pues vamos a por el primero.
I like women with red hair. My wife must have long red hair. And big green eyes.
It's me. I've got beautiful big green eyes.
And now let's sum up what we've learned in this unit. Entre otras cosas, hemos aprendido a expresar nuestros sentimientos.
We've learned how to express our feelings. We've also learned to describe personality, nuestra personalidad. Recordad que se usa to be like para preguntar por la personalidad de alguien.
What are you like?
And finally, we've learned to describe physical appearance, what we look like, nuestro físico. Se emplea to look like para preguntar por el aspecto físico de alguien. What do you look like? So that's all for today.
Don't miss our next program of That's English with the famous and talented Gary...
Cooper.
No, Gary Piquet and the charming Sarah Ashton.
Bye-bye.
Bye.